You want to make Pakistan a welfare state. You want to make it a social welfare state as well. The strategies are in place. We have new programs which are in place. But what we lack is the implementation on ground. It's the practical implementation of these policies. That is something which you are lacking. So is there a comprehensive plan to make it show? Because there's a lot of dissatisfaction amongst the masses in Pakistan as well, and in the overseas communities which we are representing.
Look, I repeat that when you are going through a process of reforms, and specifically institutional reforms, you cannot hope that one institution, the moment the government changes, it improves. Especially in our case, where it's the first time PTI has been in power at the federal government level. So therefore, it is a slow process. As I said, you can destroy an institution immediately, but to build an institution does take time. And especially when, when unfortunately the government institutions were used as giving employment to people. So they're all bloated institutions. I give you an example of health ministry. We examined the health ministry and we discovered out of 370 people working in the health ministry, there are only 15 with health background. The rest are all just people given employment there. So it's same with PIA, same with railways. All government corporations have been loaded with these people with no work. And so as we all know that if for one job you have 3 people, no one will work. And this is what we face. And then when we bring the changes in, unfortunately, they go to the courts and get a stay order. There was a case in one of the hospitals, we discovered that in the cardiology institute, the mortality rate was 25%. Out of 125 used to die. So we removed the head of the department. He got a stay order and was there for 6 more months. So it's, there's a whole process of change takes time, because we now, with the new Chief Justice, we are going to sit down and work out how to stop this nonsense where they can all go and whenever you try and remove someone, unless you have a process of hire and fire, incentives and punishment, no institution can work. So whenever you try and fire someone, they go and get a stay order. So anyway, there's a whole process. It's a holistic change, and it will happen. It'll take time.
Aisha, excuse me, Aisha.
My name is Aisha Nawaz Chaudhry. I'm a member of Parliament from Punjab, and I am from the ruling party of PTI. One of the questions that I wanted to ask was that you mentioned Shaukat Khan and how you did great work and raised money. But one of the things that we've been seeing is that even at Shaukat Khan, when you were developing it, there was always a cost to doing those events and going around and raising funds. When we want to represent Pakistan internationally, Ikram Sehgal Saab, people like Imran Chaudhry Saab have stood by us and done great work. But should the government not stand up now and do these things and include it in its own cost to represent itself better?
You see, Aisha, I believe that we should save money from spending all these monies on these expos, which are productive. But a country which for the time being is trying to follow a very rigid program of austerity, starting from me. I mean, this visit is almost 10 times less than the previous prime ministers who came here, and the Ikram who came to your show and came up with their pearls of wisdom, but it cost us 10 times more than my visit. So it's an austerity program. But what we feel we should rely on, we have 9 million Pakistanis living abroad, and the GDP of those 9 million Pakistanis, in my opinion, is almost 50% of Pakistan's GDP of 200 million people. So we can use this resource, and they can sponsor things. So I'm all for conservative. I've stopped all my ministers going on any junkets. I don't allow them to go anywhere. They first, whenever they say I've got a trip somewhere, I immediately cancel it. Then they have to convince me that really it is productive for Pakistan.
I'm Sadaf Abid. I'm a social entrepreneur. Pakistan has under 26% women in its formal economy. IMF has calculated gender parity at 30% to the GDP. So what I'm interested in knowing is how are you, in your capacity, increasing women's inclusion? Because when women grow, we will all benefit and Pakistan will prosper.
Absolutely, not just women and the Lord. You see, what is the Chinese model? Chinese proved to us that if you raise the bottom people, if you raise the standard up, that's real prosperity. In our case, unfortunately, the skewed development where tiny rich people have a lot of money, and there's this bottom sea of poverty. It doesn't work. No country, in my opinion, can ever prosper with this sort of skewed development. So our SAS program specifically targets women. You have to see it. It's a very comprehensive program developed for rural women, poor women, loans for them, how to graduate them, how to raise the level of income, how to get the mobile phone, give them apps so that they're empowered by directly the money comes to them. You know, so we've gone a great length to make sure that, you know, our women, especially the women at the bottom of the social ladder, how we can raise them up.
Imran.
You answered this question very well. So what I understand from your answer is that when you were not in the government with the Crown and things like you know that you were in the government, now you have to support the government. So we are there.
For a while, until we become very prosperous.
Okay, one more question. There. So, the last, after that, the last question, please. Second last question.
Hi, my name is Zara Hassanani.
It's on.
My name is Zara Hassanani. I'm an education and health specialist working in World Bank. You spoke earlier very eloquently about
वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इमरान खान डेवोस में मौजूद हैं। पाकिस्तान ब्रेकफास्ट की तकरीब से उन्होंने खिताब भी किया। वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इमरान खान का कहना है कि हम तब्दीली की जानिब बढ़ रहे हैं, हर चीज़ को बेहतर करने में वक्त लगता है। उन्होंने कहा कि हमारा सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज करप्शन का खात्मा है। माजी में तालीम और इंसानों पर पैसा खर्च नहीं किया गया। पाकिस्तान को फलाही रियासत बनाएंगे। वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इमरान खान ने कहा कि पाकिस्तान के नीचे जाने की